Welcome to the Rave.com. My name is Donnie. I'm here with Corey of Trivium.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Good.
So this is day 5 of the tour. Have you guys been on all 5 dates so far?
Yeah, we're on the whole thing.
Whole thing?
So it's been, I guess, it's been going awesome.
Yeah. First week.
Yeah, it's really cool of a tour because minus like I guess Battlecross, Pop Evil just joined like yesterday.
Yeah, that's what
or
you're saying.
the last show.
Yeah.
But like all the other bands, Five Finger, Kill Switch, God Forbid, we go back years with all those guys. Our first tour we ever did in 2004 was opening for God Forbid. So we've done all the Mayhems and Ozfests and stuff with a lot of these guys.
Yeah, so you guys are all...
So it's like from day one, it was just like ready to have a good time.
Yeah.
And every night after everyone's done playing, we're just all...
hanging out.
It's like 15 people congregated in a circle just chugging shots of booze and stuff. So it's been a really good tour, really, because everyone's so familiar with each other.
That makes it cool, you know. It's not that getting to know each other kind of and seeing...
Yeah, usually a tour, if you're just meeting some people, it might take the first week or so to kind of like you kind of figure out who everyone is and then who likes to hang out and whatever.
Yeah,
so
the little cliques.
Yeah, so it's like right from the beginning, it's like us and God Forbid are just like hit the ground running. So it's been a pretty fun time.
That's cool. This is actually your guys' 8th time playing the race since 2004. You toured consistently for 8+ years. How do you guys keep the shows fresh, and how do you break up the monotony of you're out all the time?
We try to from tour to tour. We play a lot of the same places over and over again, even a couple times a year. Yeah. So we always try to make a conscious effort. Now that we have like 5 albums out, we have plenty of material to pull from. So it's like if we do one tour, and we over the years we kind of realized like which cities we have a lot of fans that
like certain
no matter how many times we come through town, there's the same people will come see us every time.
Yeah.
So we try to keep that in mind that if we play, this is like our 3rd time playing here. Yeah. This year, so it's like we always try to throw in, if we have a shorter set like today, it's there's certain songs we have to play. Yeah. But we try to throw in at least one song. Like today we're playing a song we haven't played since 2009. Yeah. So we try to having a lot of albums and everything. Even if we come through town multiple times and you come see us every time, we try to pull some deep cuts out from the back catalog.
You kind of keep it conscious, like, oh, last time your set was this way, maybe we could do this to give them a treat. Like, hey, maybe this song is something that we haven't played around here.
Yeah, it's like if we play I guess a headlining set, it could be anywhere from like 15 to 18 songs. So there's certain ones that are kind of like they usually stay in the set pretty consistently, and then if we're playing 4 or 5 songs from like Ascendancy, then the next time we come through we'll change maybe like half that. Yeah. We'll play 2 different ones, drop a couple, rotate some different songs from the new record and stuff like that. So it plus keeps it fun for us because there's, especially on our new record, there's songs that we want to play, we just haven't had any time off from tour to rehearse them and get them live ready. So
is there any cover tunes that you like to play or anything like that, or like a really favorite of your guys?
We have a couple covers that we recorded. Yeah. But we don't really. We used to play like our Iron Maiden cover every once in a while.
Which Iron Maiden song?
We did Iron Maiden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did it as for a Kerrang tribute thing for a couple years ago, and it was on the Shogun bonus CD. Okay. And then just we did a bunch of the radio festivals around the U.S. in May, and just because we figured that I guess demographic of music fans might not be aware of us quite so much. So just for fun, just to kind of give people a little something to remember us by, we played Metallica Creeping Death.
Oh, cool.
In that. But these sets are too short. We have too many songs.
Yeah,
that it's
like
even
5 studio albums.
Yeah,
so.
It's even playing 35 minutes. We only fit in about 6 songs. Yeah. So it's that's not enough time.
Do you have to obviously some of the songs are longer. Do you try to cut them for live shows just to fit more in on a shorter set like this, or?
No, we'd usually, I guess, when we're picking a set, we try to budget 5 minutes a song. Yeah. Some songs are over 5 minutes. Some songs are less. So 5 minutes is a good.
Right. Yeah.
And then plus, some songs are 3.5, and then there's another one that might be 6. Yeah. So it kind of balances out. So at least we have a good idea of how many songs will fit in a set, and plus there's also guitar changes and Matt talking to the crowd, so it usually works out pretty good because we did that for this set and we were ending exactly on time, so it's good.
But you guys actually have toured with Iron Maiden, Metallica, Korn, Machine Head, just everybody. In 2006, you guys got the Best Live Band Award by Metal Hammer. What was it like to get that award and feel that recognition and stuff like that? they consider you the best live band of that year.
That's pretty cool. I think now we're like 5 times better live than we were back then.
Yeah.
But
A lot of people always say like how tight your guys' set is and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, I think now with how we've been playing, it's I think worlds beyond. We have our sound dialed in, just like the way the drums sound, the guitars, everyone's playing's better. So I think now, like from back then, but I think back then, it's definitely we had, I guess being a new band and everyone kind of talking about you, there's always all those magazine polls. Usually, a lot of the winners are like bands that are kind of like just came out,
fresh new faces.
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
like
thing. People get excited.
Yeah, people get excited. They're on their minds and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But it's like nowadays you see best live bands like Iron Maiden or stuff
Yeah.
like that because they can do so much more than everyone else and they have the songs.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think
They also got the budgets to have the
Yeah.
big Eddies and stuff like that. Yeah.
I think now just off like minus production, and if you just go off sheer, I guess, performance of playing your instruments and also just physically what you do on stage, I think we'd be right up there again with winning that award because
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of bands over in Europe on the festivals we've done, and there's a lot of bands that really don't put a lot of effort into. They just kind of stand there and play and whatnot, and we try to run around and throw out some
show.
energy and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
So I think now if we won that same award like this year or next year or whatever, like if it was more present, I think it would mean more because I feel that we'd actually deserve it more instead of just the name thing, like of being the new band. I think now would be like I'd actually feel like we actually deserved it because I think we're actually, a really good live band, and we've been working at it for so many years that I think that award would mean more now than it did before. I don't even know where that award is or who has it.
Yeah.
Probably at our manager's office or something like that. I don't have it.
Still deserving of it. So
Any of those awards we've won, I've never seen it
Yeah.
after we've won it.
Yeah.
I don't know where they go.
Right on. You guys did play the Download Festival in 2005, and you guys were credited as like that. What brought you on the world stage and stuff like that? What was it like to play the Download? You guys have played twice now.
We just played it our 4th.
Oh, it's your 4th now?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
wow.
just did it this.
What is it like to play that festival? Like, what's the vibe, the experience like for that?
It was great. The first year we got bumped from like one of the 4th stages or something like that up
How many stages are there?
The year 2005, I can't remember. There was quite a bit.
Yeah.
There's like the main stage, the second stage, and then a bunch of like 10 stages.
There's like 100,000 people at that festival too. Right?
Yeah. So 2005 we got bumped up, playing at 11 o'clock in the morning. Had no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
I think at that point we hadn't played any big festival like that yet. So that was like one of the first ones we did, and we didn't know what to expect.
It's got to be chaos. All those bands, trying to load all those bands in, all those people there. Like, how do they keep anything on time for that show?
Yeah,
like this is a 7-person festival. I'm sure that
there's a lot more people at the Download working, but
yeah,
it was great. We just didn't know what to expect. We're just like, we'll just play, and we went out and played, and then next thing you know, things just went nuts.
Yeah.
And we played it a couple times after that, and they went pretty good. We headlined like the second stage a couple years ago, but the great thing, we just did all those festivals like Download and all that stuff this past month, and it was the first time because those festivals, there's a lot of people, and it's as we proved in 2005, like one show can really turn things up, or
Sure.
even a band that might have gone down and people haven't really talked about it much, or they've been gone for a while. Mm-hmm. You play one killer show at like a Download festival, all of a sudden it's like you're like on top.
Yeah,
and,
especially even now with the world of YouTube and stuff, like you see all those, the
yeah,
footage.
it gets around more than just in that country.
Yeah,
and we just played it this year, and we played on the main stage, and it kind of reminded me. It was up there with 2005, like the reaction, the buzz. We hadn't played a festival like that with our new drummer.
Yeah,
and playing with him, we're like a million times better live and tighter.
Yeah.
So it was like, we're like, man, I think if we just go out there and just knock this show out of the park and just show people that might not have seen us live or heard much about us since a couple of years ago, since we played here before, it's like, I think we'd really kind of open people's eyes again. And we went out there and played, and the crowd reaction was amazing, and got a really great, the crowd just had like this energy that reminded me like when we first came out, like there's people just really excited to see us, really loved the show. And it's really kind of picked things up because we announced like a headlining tour in the UK after that, and the tickets, I think we sold more tickets in 1 week for this tour than our tour that we did last year.
Yeah.
that we did the same amount of tickets in like a month that we did in like 5 days on this one.
I think it's even more important now in this day and age for bands to tour to make their money, as opposed like CD sales are down and stuff like that. Obviously, you have downloads, but if you're a really good touring act, like that's the way to get fans more and more excited. Like, you go out there and tour and grind it out.
Yeah, it's people, you can't really download a live experience. Like you can watch it on YouTube, but it's not like 120 dB cranked up and people going nuts and everything like that. So that show really picked things up, and also all the other festivals we did in Europe. It's like kind of like we've been around long enough to kind of earn the music metalheads of Europe's respect, because the longer you've been around, you have some history, that you kind of like get that that respect from like those diehard people that no matter what's going on love metal.
Yeah.
And you're not just like a bunch of snot-nosed young kids coming up like like what are these guys?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think now in Europe things are like bigger than ever for us.
That's very cool.
And
very
everything.
cool.
So it's been going great. So we've been touring nonstop, but loving every minute, because we get to do all the tours we've been doing for this album have been very diverse, but also really really cool.
Yeah.
So
Well, your newest CD, In Waves, it's your 5th studio album, like you said, just came out in 2011. Are you plans on just keep touring on that? Or are you working on a new CD right now, or what's your guys' future plans here for the next year or so?
Yeah, we're touring up till New Year's. It's looking like
Non-stop, huh?
Yeah, a little break here and there, because we have like a lot of all over like going from North America to South America and then Europe and then back here. But yeah, we're touring, and the last year or so we've been working on new stuff. The last couple albums is pretty much, we tour so much.
Yeah.
And are constantly on tour. We've just got
Writing on the road.
We just kind of got used to just writing on tour.
Yeah.
And pretty much every record, minus like maybe a song here or there that was written like kind of like spur of the moment while we're kind of jamming or whatnot. But
Sure.
Usually every record, the majority of what's on the album's been worked on for like a year and a half while we're touring.
Yeah.
Because you never know. It's always cool, because when you're traveling all over the world in different places, you get inspiration from
a lot of experiences and
anywhere.
stuff like that.
So if you actually just waited till we were done touring and sitting at home, you might have missed out on a lot of cool things. So
a lot of thoughts go through your head, and you're not writing them down. You just
so everyone's individually, like Paula was jamming on his guitar on his laptop, working out some stuff. I was in the dressing room writing some riffs. So it's like everyone just kind of comes up with ideas or parts, and then we'll get in the back of the bus with a laptop, plug it in the speakers.
Hopefully you write a song right here at the rave, so we can be like, yeah, he wrote that here while he was sitting at the rave board.
Yeah, we got a couple. We actually wrote a couple riffs today, and I think we've actually written some stuff here on previous tours. I can't remember what songs, but it's really cool, because then each song, most of the songs, have a story. Like you can remember, like, oh yeah, I remember writing. We jammed this part on this song, like sitting on a park bench and like somewhere in the middle of Germany. So it kind of gives a song some I guess cool stories, and also different places might make you write differently or different sounds or whatever. So we do that. So by the time we're going to probably start working on putting all the songs together in February next year, and then trying to get the idea is to have a new album out by like August, September time next year.
Yeah.
Because we've been writing a lot of stuff, kind of building off what we did with the last record. So the last 2 albums were like 3 years apart, so we don't want to have quite as long of a gap. So I think people are really excited about the new record and looking forward to what we do next. So we've been putting a lot of time and effort into writing, and ideas have been going coming pretty easily. All of us kind of putting our heads together and throwing ideas at each other, and someone's like, oh, I got a riff, or they'll walk away half an hour later like, dude, I got a riff for that song. So it's been going really cool. It's a cool collaboration. It's more, I guess, all of us working together more than the last record, which was quite a lot. So it's like a melting pot of everyone's quirky ideas. Everyone's got a different style of writing stuff. So when we all come together, it comes out pretty interesting.
Right on. Was there anything else you'd like to say to the fans before we let you go here?
I guess check out the new album. It's In Waves. Been out for a little while, but there's music videos on YouTube and everything. Facebook. Everyone knows all the
social networking sites. Yeah,
everyone knows the.
I wonder which new one will pop up soon. I'm
Yeah,
sure there's one about to come. There's always one new one coming out.
Yeah, we got myhotbook.com/Trivium for all the lady fans. But everyone probably knows how to find Trivium on all those websites. But we'll be touring for Trespass, and then at the end of the year. I think November, December. The idea is to come back and do a headlining tour, so we might be
I'm sure we'll see you again.
back here at the Rave
Yeah.
again for the end of the year, and
Make that 4 times in a year for you guys.
Yeah, and this time we'll be playing. If it works out that we come here, we'll be playing like full headlining sets. So there'll be you can go on our social media sites and request songs that you want to hear, because we haven't done a headlining tour of the U.S. for 2 or 3 years. I think 2009 was the last time we did a headliner. So I know a lot of people have been waiting to see like a full Trivium show instead of just 5 or 6 songs or whatever. So keep an eye out for that, and hopefully we'll be back here at the Rave and you can see the full on show.
Well, check out Trivium at therave.com, and are currently on the Trespass America tour. We appreciate your time.
Awesome. Thanks a
See
lot,
you
man.
soon.